Alright, let's get this nonsense started, shall we? Okay. Just gonna use up some energy to go through the farming. And then we're going to probably finish off the T4B, get into some 4-star craziness, and then go from there. Sounds like a plan, Stan. Oh yeah. So I'm using some 6-star science champs as the science combat event is currently running, so may as well get some points in there. Yeah, sure, why not? It's interesting, I was thinking Electro would do a little bit more damage actually. How goes it, Mr. Grimm? Mr. Grimm, how you doing? Trying out a couple new settings for the stream, so I'm always talking to someone. Might not be anyone there to listen, but in my mind, there is. I'm trying out a few different settings for the stream, so if you notice anything out of the ordinary, let me know. Let me know. So how's your day going? This actually might not be a very good idea for Ultron. I may just feed into him. Oof. Oh dear. Or not. Or maybe it will just end him. I was going to use Invisible Woman in here to see how well she'd do with the suicides, but... oh, that's too bad. Sorry to hear that. How old was he? Did he live close by to you? Oof, gee. Yeah, Electro is definitely not doing what I was thinking. Maybe I just need to hold on until the L3. So how far away from you would that have been? I think for the most part, as far as I can remember, my grandfather died of pneumonia. My dad's mom, she had a stroke. And then my mom's mom, I think it basically, in her case, it was pretty much just old age. She was 92 when she passed away. Yeah, I think because she had a stroke a few years prior to dying. And up until that point, she'd been pretty, for somebody of that age, she'd been pretty active. Like her and my one aunt would go swimming several times a week. She would go for walks and so on and so forth. Yeah, and I don't think... So my dad's dad died... I think my dad was... Well, they think he died. he basically went missing. There, I think they found remnants of the boat that he was in that had capsized. So my dad was about 5 years old when that happened. But, yeah, if you were, especially if you're close with the family member, it's got to be difficult. Oh Lord, why did I do that? Yeah. I'm just thinking about it now, though. I don't think I've had... So the only family member for me that I would have been close to that passed away would have been my mom's mom. Yeah. And I mean, again, in her case, she was 92, so... I mean, any death is unfortunate, but it wasn't unexpected for her because she'd been ill and stuff. And so I had just moved here where I am, and not working, didn't have anything going on or whatever. And my one aunt that lived close to her had been taking care of her. So my aunt and her husband were kind of always in proximity, just in case anything ever happened. So anyway, so I contacted my aunt and I just said, like if you and your husband want to go on vacation or something, let me know and I'll come and spend some time with my grandmother, and so that somebody's keeping an eye on her. And I'm really glad I did. I'd always gone to, I didn't usually stay with her, but I'd go and visit her. Like if I was staying at my aunt's, I'd go and see my grandmother a couple days or whatever. But yeah, I was glad that I was able to have that bit of time before she passed away. So then have you been helping plan the ceremony and stuff, or how will that work out? Okay, yeah, so we're done here for now. Get the arenas on the go. So let me see here. Oh, interesting. Okay. So I'm just taking a look at the YouTube stream just to see how it's looking. Okay, so the changes I made don't seem to have made any difference at all. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Interesting. Alright, onward and upward. So I think I'm done with all 5 stars except in the T4B. Yeah, so T4B, and I got 300,000 to do for the 6 stars. Well, let's get this done first. One thing at a time. Didn't I send you a message on... Oh, no, I didn't. Yeah, that's right, because I was responding to people that had sent me messages on online. Yeah, I did. It basically seems like pretty much like for each point I was looking for, Discord for communication, no war, not really too many younger people. Yeah, pretty much all of that. One thing that I mean, didn't specify, and I mean, I don't know if you know, you can't really have that as a requirement, but kind of a social, active, like active online alliance, which they're not for the most part, which is okay. So that was one of the reasons why I wanted a Discord using Alliance, was kind of just to be able to shoot the shit with people and stuff. But to be honest, I've got the few people that I do like StarCraft with, that I talk to in the evenings or whatever, and then I've got the people here in stream that show up and chit chat. So yeah, I've got the social aspect. Map 5 is a little bit, not, I wouldn't say harder than I was expecting. I'm getting used to it, I guess. And there's no assigned path, so like doing different paths each time, it's just a matter of getting used to it. But it was like, started today and I got hit a couple times. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Not so much as getting hit, but the amount of damage I was taking. I wasn't expecting that for map 5. But that's fine. But yeah, I really like the way their Discord is laid out, man. It's quite efficient. How are things going with you guys, with your alliance? So it looks like I've got down the the 5-star feature, just running 6 stars. It looks, yep, I am a total map 5 dude. It looks like I can do it within just 4 runs now, which is not bad. Not bad at all. So basically 4 million per run. So long as I don't lose any 6 stars, obviously. If I lose 6 stars, then I've got a little more to do. But in general, yeah. I can't complain too much about that. No, I can't. So you guys been able to fill the spots of the people who left in the officer? One thing I've noticed in this alliance, which is I think what I used to figure was sufficient, they only have, like, they have the leader and 3 officers, and then the last alliance I was in, there was a lot of responsibility to go around, I guess. But the last alliance I was in, I think there was like the leader and 5 officers, because there was 2 per BG, so that's 2, 4, and then the leader. Yeah, so 5 or 6 officers in the last one. And I guess that's only 2 more, so it's not that big of a difference. But yeah, it definitely does seem a little bit of a different responsibility setup, kind of. Then again, too, that other alliance, the war was a pretty big part. So I mean, you obviously had to have a few people, you know, responsible for the defense arrangements and stuff like that. Whereas here, it's not so much. So, Mr. Spidey, how goes it? How you doing? How are those masteries looking? Were you talking about that rank up thing yesterday at all, Spidey? When you were in Bone Man's Discord? I think we were talking about it. I'm not too sure though. But I see there was at least one video made about it. But in the video I saw, it was suggesting that it might have been a mistake. There was no mistake in what was done with that. I think, if anything, the way they addressed it, I'm a little bit suspicious of, to be honest. Oh, I'm not trying to get white mags. I'm not too worried about the Magnetos. I tried using the red Magneto against Winter Soldier. I did not like it, but Winter Soldier, he's a weird one sometimes, man. As for me anyways, he's the only one that isn't like normal in ROL. Like every other champion in there acts like they normally would anywhere else in the game, but for whatever reason, Winter Soldier just always seems either too aggressive, too just something Always seems up with him. But yeah. Yeah. So what are you up to currently, Spidey? Was he sent that message, or was that a message he came across on Discord? Because two things. One, Kabam had a post on the forums in regards to it. And two, there is nothing on Kabam Mike's Twitter account, which I don't know. I mean, it's quite possible they might communicate with random YouTubers. My understanding, at least as far as I've seen, is that mainly it's people within the CCP that they would communicate with. And if anything, I would think, yeah, if he's... Because the thing I thought was a little bit interesting, what he was saying was suggesting that Kabam had made a mistake. Not what Prof. Hoff was saying, but in the message that Prof. Hoff displayed in his video, was that Kabam had made a mistake. However, on the forums, they were suggesting it was very intentional what they did. And to me, it seems more than anything what they... Okay, so if you go... like a store has a sale, right? And they're like, oh, it was supposed to be 50% off. We accidentally marked it down 70%. You know, well, okay, great. They made a mistake. I'm going to take advantage of it. It kind of seems to me a little bit that's what that Kabam Mike message in Prof. Hoff's video was. I could be wrong. But yeah, to me, that's what it seems like. And here's the thing. So I was talking to somebody else too, saying, no, it wouldn't be false advertisement. It would be, because no, the advertisement and whatnot was accurate, but just the trying to hype it up or the marketing of it was. Oh, another thing I thought was interesting in the thing on the forums Kabam posted was that they said you won't see an offer like this at this price. So I think, and this is what I thought at first too, but I think what most people would have assumed is, oh well, we're never going to see something this cheap again. Well, that's not what they said. They just said at this price. It's absolutely possible we could see something similar for less. So, I think it was a good deal actually, because I believe that might have been the first time where you had something like that where you could actually take the 5-star 2 rank 5. Price-wise, I mean, that's completely dependent on what somebody's budget is, what they want to spend in a game, so on and so forth. But what you were offered was pretty decent. I mean, I didn't buy it, but that's, you know, to each their own. Yeah, because I think isn't when they normally have something like that that's where you can go to R4, isn't it usually more expensive? So, oh, and here's why I don't. Well, here's why it was intentional. So we do have bugs in the game, all right, where a champion might do a little bit more damage than intended, or a little less, or there might be some kind of graphical thing. Like there was a time when Ghost Rider was throwing his heavies, and his chain was going like all over the screen, right? So those are graphical things, or just numbers, right? Something like this, which is intended to increase the power and the level of a champion, that's not a bug. That is intentional. So now, it's possible that whoever programmed that wasn't authorized to do so, but even so, that was not a mistake. Like somebody sat there and wrote out the code for how that item would interact with the characters in the game. So in that sense, that was no mistake. Yeah, like I said, Spidey, I mean, to each their own for for how much they want to spend in the game and so on and so forth. But offer-wise, so because if you break it down, right, you're looking at all the T2A, the T5B, the T1A, that you're getting with that, right? So if you look at it in that sense, that would be comparable to what we get for July 4th, Cyber Weekend kind of stuff. So, what's not the point? What I'd be quite interested to see, though, and I took a screenshot of the. It depends what tier of AQ you're in. I took a screenshot of the thing that they had said on the forums where you won't see a offer like this at this kind of price again. So that if we get something like that, regardless up or down, just to have this kind of proof, right? Like, oh, you said we wouldn't see something like this again at this price. Well, you're right. It's less, right? Mr. Glissor, what is going down? Yeah, I agree with that, Spidey. Absolutely. If you're not patient, then yeah, you're gonna end up spending more. So for me, why I don't spend and things like that actually don't interest me. Like you said, for the most part, it is stuff that you're getting through the game. That being said, I can't deny that there's value there, right? But it's not the value that I'm going to take advantage of. Yeah, and to be honest, well, okay, so for me too, there aren't, I don't think there's any 5 stars I have at the moment that I want to take to R5. If anything, if I'm ranking any 5 stars, I want to be using the items because I have so many T1A. I could sell them. I'd rather not. I just want to use them just to get through them. So yeah. Glisser, what are you up to? Do you have classes currently? Glassor. If you're not busy, Gleiser, you want to get on voice chat? Yeah, but wasn't there a thing? Oh, I don't know if it was actually a pay thing, but I think there was something a while ago where you could get a ISO selector. I think that may have been through units, but I was like, why would anyone take advantage of that? Because you get ISO all over the place. But yeah, but hey, I mean, okay. So for me, I have nothing but time, right? Hence, I do tons of arena, and Domino's kicking my ass in arena currently. So yeah, so for me, yeah, time is in abundance. For other people, they don't have the time; they have the money. So. But here's the thing too, Spidey, right? Regardless what offer they put out, people are going to complain because I guarantee, like, okay, so normally that offer would have been $100 or something, right? And there would have absolutely been people who would be like, oh, if it was $70, I would buy it, or $50. Well, it was $70. Those same people, oh, well, if it was $60, right? So, can't please everybody. And yeah, I have no problem with the offer, how much it was, so on and so forth. I just don't like the way they were trying to market it, where, oh, this was a mistake. You're never going to see something like this again. Yeah, it definitely was not a mistake. I mean, how do you mistakenly write a bunch of code for programming, right? Well, I guess Glisser came in, said hello, and then left. Okay, so here's a question for you then, Spidey. If you had a ton of units, and that offer yesterday was obtainable through units. Okay, so let's say you got 30,000 units, and that offer yesterday was 12,000 units. Would you have spent the 12,000 units on it? Oh Lord. Okay then. So yeah, so it's not so much that was a terrible offer. For you, it was a terrible price. The offer was at a bad price for you. So yeah, makes complete sense. Oh, you wouldn't buy it. Oh, okay. Right, so that's why I said if you had 30,000 units and that offer was 12,000, meaning afterward you'd still have 18,000, which would be more than enough for Cyber Monday, right? Because Cyber Monday, normally you need 15,000, right? So, yeah. Glacier, did you hear what I asked? To be 100% honest, I don't think any of their offers are shitty. As long as it has value for someone, it's an okay offer. Absolutely, I will say many offers don't have value for me, so for me, it's not a good offer. But for somebody, probably is. Malvina, what's going down? So yeah, I'll ask you one more time. I don't know if you heard me or not, Glacier, but if you're not busy and want to get on voice chat, let me know. But here's the thing, Swidey. Kabam, the developers, they don't design the game for you. They design the game for, I have no idea how many people play, but let's say 1 million. So they designed the game for the better part of 1 million people, right? Not for 2 or 3 or 10 specific people. Yeah, Grim, so that's what I was asking, like if you saw anything different in the stream to let me know. Because I changed a few different settings just to see how things would go. So if you're getting pixelation, that's probably due to the changes in setting I made. Okay, well, there we go. Yeah, I think quite a few people ended up buying it, so. But yeah, no, I mean, it's absolutely fair. If you think it was a crap offer, it was a crap offer for you, so fair enough. Malvina. So what are you guys all up to? Man, I lost like half my health on Corvus from not many fights at AQ. Ugh. It's so weird because I would normally go through Act 6 without, like, maybe now and then he would get down to, like, half health. So Grim, after this fight, I'm going to check on the settings for the stream to see if that's what's causing the problem. Is it just the picture, or is it also the sound that's kind of messed up? Oy. Alright, he's down and out. Alright, let's have a look, yeah. Yeah, there's never game sound, just the background music. Yeah, okay, so I'm taking a look at it now, and the image looks okay. I am getting a notice, though, saying... Oh, no, okay, so that notice is gone. So I guess maybe what it was, at least on my part for the notice, is just that there may have been... some network congestion might have been causing a problem. Yeah, no, for the sound I was wondering more so if like if I was cutting in and out, or if I was you could hear me clearly. So yeah. Alright. Lakers got a shout out his subs. Oh, good for Lakers. I know he's wanting to grow his streams, so that's good. Who do you get a shout out from? Oh, just a second. I'll be right back. Temperature's starting to get a bit warm in here, so let's turn on the fan. Cooler off, cooler off. Oh, okay. That's cool. Yeah, I think that's because I don't often see the larger streamers trying to support the smaller streamers, like subscriber-wise, smaller streamers. So that's good. I absolutely get that the larger streamers want to kind of protect their audience in a sense, right? Like they don't really want the people who watch them going other places, right? Because then they lose viewers or whatever. I get that. It makes sense. But I think as far as a community and whatnot, it's a great thing for the people who've made it in a sense to support those who are trying to grow their subscriber base. Because at the end of the day, it's better off for the viewer, right? The more choice that the viewer has, the better. So. Yeah, that's fine, Grim. But like I said, there was a message on my screen saying that like there was some network issues, and then also because I had made changes to some of the settings, so it would have made sense if things were looking a little bit strange. Oh, I just realized I don't need to be doing this match at all. So I already reached the 2 million for the final milestone for the last T4B. Man, I still can't get over how fast just having people to talk to while doing arena makes it go. Holy cow. Jeez. Like when I started doing these, I was at 1.1 for the score. So I had just gotten the first milestone, and that feels like it was like 7 minutes ago. Now I've gotten the final milestone. Maybe what I should do is go for a featured champion sometime and stream the whole thing. Interesting idea. Because that was one of my things, is I just don't, like, why I've never bothered going for a featured champ, because I just don't feel, I don't feel I'd be able to sit through it. But yeah, I mean, I've already doing that, and there's enough people coming in, chit-chatting and stuff to be okay. I'll be 100% honest. If I didn't get the champion, it would be annoying, because it would be time spent for nothing. But I mean, I would end up with a ton of battle chips, so I wouldn't be too fussed if I didn't get the champion. Although I don't know how much of it I would do off stream, in which case I probably wouldn't get enough points to get anywhere close. So what was the shout out for Lakers in regards to Melbourne? Let me turn the volume up a little bit. So I think I should only do 2 matches with the 6 stars to get the 16 million for the 5-star featured. All right, Melvin. Well, I'm guessing it's in a ILAC stream or an ILAC video, right? So it's the most recent one. I could just find that on his YouTube channel. That's pretty good, though. I mean, if he was at 690 and went to 727, so that's basically 40 subs just from somebody mentioning your name. That's pretty efficient. Pretty good way to grow. What are you up to currently, Spidey? Or have you gone on to other things now? What the heck just happened there? I mean, I know what happened. I got punched in the face, but it was like right as I hit the block button. Yeah, maybe his fists of fury are faster. What? His fists of fury are faster than my blocks of prevention, I suppose. Go away. Man, I've been doing 15 million in this arena, in the 5-star feature arena, for like a long time, and then I think I missed the 2K shards once, so then I started going to then I started going to 15.5, which was good for a long time, and a couple weeks ago I missed, and now I'm at 16 million. Yeah, Grim, I don't know if that is a thing that happens like to specific people, or if it's a game thing in general, or what. But yeah, every now and then, things that normally work fine, just for whatever reason, don't. Yeah, I had the attacking thing happen the other day. I didn't have my thumb, the left thumb, on the screen at all, and my champion charged. Because normally what would happen, they would just walk forward, but this time it actually dashed forward. I was like, whoa, what's going on here? But it was just one time in whatever. So there, I have an issue for myself. I don't know what it is, and it only happens in arena. But every now and then, I will intentionally dash forward to them when they're throwing a special. It's so weird. Like, I know they've got a special coming, and rather than going backwards, I go forwards. It has nothing to do with, like, it's not a problem with it in the game or anything like that. It's me, my thumb, actually going forward rather than backward. I don't know why I do it. And it's so weird. I don't do it anywhere else in the game. Only in arenas. Maybe it's just the boredom of arenas. Alright, thanks, Melvin. Oh, hey, Melvin. It's afternoon. You're not in school. I'm streaming. Yeah. That's right. You remember what you said last night? I remember. Yeah, it's odd how there's like phantom controls in the game now and then. Okay, so the changes I made to the stream settings so far seem to I'm getting the results that I wanted. So the reason I made the changes was to see whether or not it would decrease the load on the CPU, and at least up to now it looks like that's paying off. So that's good, and so long as it's not having an impact on the video quality, I will probably leave the changes as is. Thanks for the link, Melvin. I haven't looked at it. I'll look at it later. Not that this has nothing to do with the link that you're sending, but there seems to me that there's a few streamers or few content creators who who use drama as a way to grow their channels. And you know what? To be honest, if it works, why not, right? But it just seems a little bit funny to me. And again, that wasn't in relation to the link you sent, not suggesting that's what Ilac was saying about Lakers or whatever. But it just kind of makes me think. Because the thing is, like you said, right? Like he was mentioned in a video, and now he's grown a bit or whatever. And I think that there's a few people out there who figure that's a quick way to grow their channels. You know, talk shit about somebody so that they'll get noticed, and then hey, your channel gets bigger. I should try that. So I'm not sure what I want to do. If I want to do the 3 stars off stream while I'm on the couch watching TV, or if I want to do some of the 3 stars while I've got all of you here captivated with my sexy voice. Well, okay, so for me, for the most part, like I could give somebody a hard time, like teasing and stuff, but I don't think I would ever actually be able to be angry at someone, so it wouldn't work very well if I tried to have a beef with somebody. I mean, maybe I could sit down and have a steak with somebody. I guess that'd be like having a beef with someone, but to actually have an argument or disagreement. Hey, Grim, so you were a chef. Were you a trained chef? Like, did you go to culinary school, or was it more like you worked your way into that profession? Damn it, man. Now I'm hungry. Okay. So how long were you in school for that? Were there a lot more men than women in school for that? Or kind of the same? Or more women than men? Okay. So I don't know if you know Glisser, who was in the stream earlier saying LOLO, but I think that's what he's intending to, when he's done high school, what he's intending to pursue. I think that would be a neat career, actually. Probably once you're working in the industry, it might suck, like most other professions, but I think at least for the first little while, it'd be kind of cool. Okay. I think he's a little bit like Melvin, like goes and says hello, hello. I don't think he really talks as much as Melvin does. Yeah, and I don't know how consistent he is, but I asked him if he wanted to get on Discord earlier, but I'm pretty sure he heard me, but he just ignored it. All right, I'll give him a hard time with that later. Although, actually, wait, because it's 4. So, oh, he might still be in class, actually. Yeah, except when you ask him to get in voice chat, then he won't. Grim, let me know if it's getting pixely again for you. So I've got the message up on my screen that was there previously. But the stream like that I'm seeing looks okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. So one of the settings I changed, I think, so what was happening previously, and I think I will leave it this way. So what was happening previously was that when my network was causing the stream to be slow, so it would start like being choppy. So I've changed it so that it won't be choppy, but it will just decrease the quality. And I think I'm going to leave it like that. Because then at least it still flows, even if it's a little bit harder to see. Because, I mean, it's not the gameplay, it's my voice that's the attraction here. Yeah, and I've seen that on other streams, but normally what it is when the person has a webcam and they are playing something that's quite dynamic in the game, then their webcam gets a little fuzzy. I have a couple of videos for StarCraft I'm gonna upload. I think I'm gonna just make the videos, get them all, like the 3 of them all done, and then just schedule them to upload. So it looks like I'm actually getting more done each day than I am. And then, yeah, I see that too. And then after that, once those are scheduled to go, I think I'm gonna get started on the Battle Chip Arena video. I don't want it to be too long because it's going to mainly be just me talking and a spreadsheet, which is kind of boring. But I might try to split up the subject matter a little bit, like in ratios, the arenas I do, whatever, and then just so there's different parts of the video that might interest certain people, like different people. I think the main thing people would be looking for from it is simply, okay, how many units can I get from battle chips? And then the intent as well, I'm gonna create a channel on my Discord specifically for that, and just leave a link on the video, and say anybody that's got a 2 million battle chip opening, if they want, take a screenshot of it, send it to me, and then I'll just have more data over time. And I think I will record the dates of when I get the screenshots. Well, if I do, if people actually send me stuff, just to see if we can compare it, like time frame wise, to throughout the year, as opposed to when it gets close to like Cyber Weekend, July 4th kind of thing. because I know people have speculated that during those kind of times they reduce the units out of battle chips, but we have no way of actually knowing. And even what I'm suggesting wouldn't be proof of that, but it would be interesting to see if there is any substantial difference. Yeah. How many battle chips do you like? Do you normally? Yeah, no, I knew what you meant. How many battle chips do you normally save them, or do you open them pretty much once you get them? Yeah, so two reasons why I'm going to say at least 2 million. One, I don't think there's too many people that save up to 2 million, so meaning I wouldn't get that many. And then secondly, if it's smaller amounts, I would end up receiving a lot more, if I receive anything, I'd end up receiving a lot more screenshots than the higher opening amount. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I was going through a phase for a while where I was opening 200,000. Well, it was because I was wanting to compare the regular crystals to the uncollected. So I would open 200,000 a week, 100 uncollected, 100 regular. And yeah. It was interesting though, because when doing that, both that and previous openings, the more I did, the more it was showing that the uncollected actually yielded more units. not tons more, obviously, but a fair bit. Like over a year and a bit, over a year and a bit, it was about 4,000 battle chips more. But I mean, that's what I'm going to go over in the video. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think over that time frame, I opened more regular battle chips than the uncollected. However, the uncollected still had a better return on units. Okay. Yeah, so I've got just under 19,000 units currently. So that gives me enough for the Cyber weekend, and then to have some left over, so I don't really have a big need to open the battle chips for units currently. So I'm intending to save up to 10 million battle chips and then open those. And I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to stream it, unlike the PHC opening where I recorded and just sped it up for a video. I think I'm going to stream the whole 10 million opening. I don't know. Yeah, because for that, like, the video quality wouldn't really matter. And then once the stream is done, I'm going to download the stream and then make a video of that sped up. So that's the intent currently, anyways. Hey Melvin, if you're here, have you found a consistent incursions partner yet? Even if I could, Grim, no, I wouldn't want to. Nope, battle chips. You know what though? I think I would be more apt if I was actually going to give people something, like from my account. I think I'd be more likely to give actual units as opposed to the battle chips. Because even though the units are a result of the battle chips, I find that the way I look at it is the battle chips are what I've spent my time doing. because like the number of battleships is a badge of the amount. No, not 18. It may be 1.8 units. There's some people with like a lot more units than I have. And actually, I'm just thinking about that. I don't really know, because outside of doing the 2-star arenas, I don't really know how you could get much more units than I have from arenas. Because I'm doing all of the milestones for all of them except the 2 stars, and then I go a little bit above and beyond in the 5-star featured. Now, I guess what it could be is they could have simply been doing arena longer than I have, or they spend units less than I do. Oh, and actually, yeah, no. Now that I've just said that, I just realized, like, so since July till now, I spent 24,000 on Abyss. So there we go. So yeah, so if I had not done Abyss at all, I should be at about 42 to 45,000 units. Which, to be honest, like, what's the point, right? Where at least I put them towards something. So I think I'm going to be doing at least 2 paths in Variant 5 kind of soon. I've got some revives that are going to expire in less than just over a week. So initially what I was thinking to do was the first chapter of Variant 5 to remove suicides, because I'm going to use Stealthy and Starkey mainly. So what I'm thinking to do is leave suicides on, which I'm expecting is going to mean I'm going to take a lot more damage or die more. But if I've got the potions and the revives, then it's okay. Especially if I've got a bunch in overflow, I want to get them used. I don't want them to expire. So leave suicides on, and then just use those items to offset the deaths because of suicides. Although, that all being said, I'd probably die even if the suicides were off, so whatever. But this way I'm not going to be spending the units to remove and then replace suicides. Although usually when I would swap out suicides, sometimes when I put them back in, I would change up a few that's a 4-star warlock we're talking about, right? Because if not, there might be a timeout in the stream coming up. Actually, no, I have no problem if somebody else gets it. And to be honest, I'm not that fussed over warlock. It's simply that I want a new tech, and he would have been a good one. So yeah. I think when the new 5-star feature comes out, I'm gonna. Oh wow, that's really bad right now, huh? Okay, let's see. It looks like it's cleared up. Okay, just give me a second here. I'm just going to check something for my connectivity to see if my speed has gone down a lot, and that's what's causing that pixelation. Oh, interesting. So running a speed test, it's showing that it's basically the same speed as it was before I started streaming. So that could be a settings issue or a YouTube issue. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I think there is actually one change which I'm going to undo. I don't know if it's going to make any difference for the pixelation, but there's one change that I put in place just to see if the quality of the video would be any better. And I don't think it's impacting anything anyway, so I'm going to undo that one change. But the others I think I'll leave in place for a little bit. Yeah, the latency. Because I had it at ultra low and I just changed it to low for this stream. But I think I'll go back to ultra low. Yeah, because I'm not sure, but I think with ultra low, it basically sets what you can set the quality to be at 720p and no higher. Whereas if it's not ultra low, I think you can set it to higher quality than 720p. Oh, okay. But then thinking about it, I think 720 for playback on something like this is probably fine anyways. But the stream software settings that I changed, I'm going to leave those because that was to see if it reduced the requirements of the computer, which it seems to have done, which is good. Yeah, exactly. It wasn't so much that I figured it needed to be more. I just wanted it so that people had the option to go beyond 720. But like I said, I don't even think you need that option, right? Because really, how often would you have it higher than 720, right? Okay. Well, that's fine. I'm going to finish off the 4 stars, and then that will be it for the stream anyways. So I'll change it back so the next one, the latency will be back to what it was. And then I'm going to probably do up some chicken tacos, nachos, something. And then see what's on the tele while I grind out the 3 stars. Aren't there like 8K screens or something like that now? Some kind of crazy nonsense? Dude, I don't get it. Like at what point, because I'm sure at some point it's better than your vision, right? Like than perfect vision. And to me, not the champion vision, but the sight. And to me it's like, well, you're seeing better than reality in a sense, right? I remember years ago, I don't know what it was, but it was like, maybe it was 4K at the time. It was 4K and something else. And I was watching this thing and I was like, what's wrong with the people look weird. Like the people on the show. And I thought it was like makeup or like it was supposed to be a certain like time period they were trying to portray, but I realized it was actually the quality of the TV and it just made it look surreal. It was so weird. Yeah, I don't know if you ever saw the Animatrix, which was a bunch of animated shorts in regard like within the Matrix universe kind of thing. But the first time I ever saw that, I think it starts off with like where they're in the dojo, like it's not necessarily Neo and those characters, but people within the Matrix kind of thing. Anyway, so they start off in the dojo and they're like practicing combat. And for the first like 30, 45 seconds, I didn't know if those were real people or if it was computer generators. Like, holy smokes. Yeah, it was pretty good. Oof. Tried to dex that a little bit too early. Jeez, I really paid for it. My lord. Oh my goodness. I wonder the people who bought the 5-star Wolverine, bought the crystals for him. I wonder if they're finding that was worthwhile. Oh, yeah, that's really bad right now, eh? Holy smokes. Haha. Yeah, man. Maybe what I should have done is, as I was doing these changes, I should have been doing a testing stream rather than like going right back into a regular stream. Oh, hey, Grim, I don't know if we if I've streamed. Anyways, what do you think about the thing with the Summoner Showdown ending earlier than it was intended? Yeah, I lose my fair share of 6 stars though. Oh. Although usually it's when I'm watching TV though. Yeah, man. And the thing I thought was a little bit funny is that they were so there was the post on the forums, and then their response was, "Oh, we're looking into it," right? They didn't say anything more than that. I mean, what more could they say at the time? But I don't see how something like that is unintentional, right? I don't know how you set up a schedule for your whatever it is, and then that time just all of a sudden changes on its own. Like, I guess it's possible. Well, I get. So what could be possible is that maybe when it was initially set up, it wasn't set up properly, right, with the times. But if it was, like if you say, "How you doing, Mr. Pa?" I haven't opened any yet, but yeah, I like them. They look pretty good, and what I really like is how quickly you can complete the objectives. Get the max milestones for those events. I like that. That's pretty cool. It will be really good if it's like that for the event quest one as well, because that one usually took a lot of time and took a lot of energy, extra energy. So it'll be good if that's no longer the case. Alright, so we're about 40,000 away from being done. More 2-star resources. Oh, for the 2-star arenas. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, it's the only arena bracket I don't run, so I'm not too fussed about that. Event quest. Yes, it always had dailies. And the dailies, you can pick up the lower level catalysts. The solo event quest. Solo, yeah, that always had dailies. Yeah, so for the stuff that's been added recently, nothing new is there. It's simply what you get from the milestones, and the speed at which you achieve the milestones has changed. But they didn't add or remove any actual events. Like, we've got the same 4 24-hour ones, and we've got the same 7-hour ones that were always there. Or 22-hour, not 24 hours. Ooh, actually, let me have a look here. Because I noticed for the 7-hour ones, I was able to get them done a lot quicker. So maybe not that science one. That's about the same speed as before. The arena wins. Ooh, like what? One more, maybe 2 more arena matches, and then I'll be at the final milestone. That's about. Oh, wait a second. Are these in one? Yeah, they are. Okay. Yeah, they both are. Okay. Man, the amount of T4 CC that you're going to be able to get now. Holy smokes. Well, then again, I guess that's the top rank reward. So. Yeah, but I mean, still the potential is there, right? So how have you been recently, Pa? I haven't seen you in stream for a while, or in chat for a while. What is new and exciting now? Uh-oh, Spidey's back. Everyone hide. Too bad Heimdall doesn't get his own synergy. Alright, and one more match for good measure. Good measure. No, he doesn't. I see, Pa. I see. Well, you know, anytime you're on the stream, I'm nattering on about something, feel free to say hello. I mean, if you're busy and you can't type, then that's fair. But and I appreciate the like, but to be 100% honest, I'd rather if you talked rather than like. So if it's one of the other, yeah, you could chit chat. All right. Well, let's do. Oh, wait, let's see. I don't think I had much more to do in the farming process that I was in the middle of. And actually, I don't think I have much more energy. 12 energy. It's not going to get me too far there. Oof, not going to get me far at all. Yeah, we were talking about it earlier. I've made a couple changes to some of the settings, and at least one of the settings I'm going to go back to what it was originally. I think that's what's causing the problem. Okay, let's see. Oh, I keep forgetting. I have no idea which one I need more of. Ugh, okay, whatever. Go away, go away, go away, go away. Alright, let's see where we are for AQ. 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 Okay. Yeah, see all that life missing from Corvus? Terrible, man. Terrible. Terrible, terrible. Alright, let's hit a couple. So we're done everything. We're done the 4-star basic, 4-star feature, 5-star feature, T4B. Excellent. And let's hit up a little bit of the 3 stars. Just so they don't feel left out. They want their screen time too. I understand, I understand. Everybody wants to be famous, right? Yeah, yeah. Okay. Huh. So this is interesting. So now that with the changes I made to the streaming software, I don't get any errors there. I'm only seeing the errors on YouTube itself. So that's interesting. But I think, yeah, for the most part, it's just pixelating, right? Like it's not choppy. Are you intending to see a dentist sometime soon, Pa? Mr. PC, how goes it? How's work coming along today? All right. Come on, let's use that L2. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Fine. Yashala. All right, 2 more matches should get us to the 160 milestone. And then that will be that for this fine session. Down she goes. Down she goes. All right, there we go. Well, thanks to everybody who's come by, hung out for a little bit, said hello. Mr. Grimm, as per usual, good to talk to you. Good to see you, Pa. Malvina, Spidey, Monsieur Glissa. Yes, you ran away, but it's good to have you here for a little bit. So yeah, thanks for coming by, everybody. Thanks for hanging out, keeping me company, and I will catch you guys later. Take care.